First of all, thank you very much for coming in a very short period of notice, right? So I only thought about today's session like 3-4 days ago. I texted everyone, right? I'm glad a lot of you can make it, okay? And why having today's session is this, right? Now, in network marketing, there are few steps to build this business in the system. When I'm talking about in the system, right? It starts from invitation, presentation, closing, and follow-up. Alright? Now, I realized we already can make this room full house in a weekly basis now. Am I right to say that? As far as KL is concerned, TTDI is concerned. Every Wednesday, every Saturday, we are getting almost packed, full house. In the last 3 weeks, if I calculate the average in the last 6 presentations here, we're talking about each presentation, 15 to 20 prospects are coming in. Do you know who's prospects? I mean, do you know what is prospects? Freshies, newcomers, first time they're looking at this opportunity, right? So what we are lacking is 100% closing, right? Now, what do I mean by 100% closing? Because, see, according to our system, once you already invite someone to a presentation, probably a job is already done, right? We're talking about you already getting results after that, okay? But what is lacking is, do you agree nowadays our presentation is quite awesome, quite cool, alright? Presenters deliver what they're supposed to deliver. Closing is done in front, quite awesome nowadays. Yeah, right? So what is lacking is the last 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, you sitting down with the person you brought here and collecting the cash or a credit card sign up on the spot. Now, can I ask this one question? How many of you have done a presentation or bring them to a preview and get an immediate sign up there and there itself? Anyone here? Okay, quite a lot of you, right? At the same time, quite a lot of you didn't get that as well, right? The question is why, okay? And that's why we are gathered today to learn on those areas, right? So what is my objective today is, now whatever presentation is going to come, let's say coming Wednesday in TTDI, or coming Saturday in TTDI, or tomorrow in Klang, or even a preview in Penang or Ipoh, wherever that you guys are, if you have prospects or your downlines have prospects, you should go for 100% closing. I did closing for, I think, the last 2 weeks here, 2 weeks I did 2 closings, right? One which I already got an immediate sign up, which was in that room a week ago, and the one before that was I got the cash like tomorrow morning, sign up, right? So my point here today is to share that experience, share the points, right? Baby steps of closing, right? Before I go further, can I also know the number of hands, a number of people here who attended Mr. Tahir's Unstoppable Millionaire 101 training? Mr. Tahir's Unstoppable 101 Millionaire training. Thank you very much, right? Now, if you realize, most of the points I'm going to talk today, it is already there by Mr. Tahir, right? But what I'm going to do today is pick up a lot of things from there, or little things from there, and I'm going to give you in a very practical way, very logical, easy, baby step ways. That means, rather than me saying that, okay guys, you need to know about the prospect. What exactly you need to know? Right? You have to ask questions. Good, intelligent questions. What are those questions like? When I say get to know them, build a rapport, get to know these people. Probably you want to get to know, but you don't know what is the right question to ask. Probably, I'm not sure. Because when you ask the right questions, that's the deal, that's the sale, that's where the sale is done. Right? So we're going to talk more on that today, right? So what I'm expecting is whoever you're going to speak about after this on YOBSN, right? Whether it's going to be a presentation here or even a one-to-one presentation outside, if you have learned 100% today, we're talking about 100% closing rate. That means you talk, sit down, close deal, right? Now my ratio in the last 6 months, no, I think at least a year, my ratio has been almost like 70 to 80% closing, right? Which 30 to 40% comes on the spot. Give you a real calculation sort of, right? If I talk to 10 people or present to 10 people or do closing to 10 people, right? 7 of them will sign up, which 3 of those 7 will do it on the spot. And this is the rate I'm talking about. So I'm going to share my experience doing so. And that's the whole idea today, right? So are we ready for that?
Yes.
Alright, thank you guys. And please do not expect presentation slides. Alright, so it's going to be, that's it. This is one piece of paper that I'm going to talk about today. Alright, but a lot of good information too. And okay, and you never see me like that before in front, right? Right? Actually, I just straight coming from Penang, alright, reached TTDI 7 o'clock. Alright, I left Penang around 1:32, expected to reach around 4, 5 or 6. Traffic jam, and I straight already here, right? So, excuse me on my dress code. Okay, so are you all hungry to know how to do closing?
Yes.
Yes, right. Before that, before I talk about this, probably I want to know more from your side, okay? What has your challenge been to close a deal? Don't talk about presenting and all of those, right? After presentation, all is done to get a closing. What has your challenge been so far? Anyone? I mean, basically everyone has challenges. What is your challenge? Common challenge? Your experience?
Using the wrong words.
You're using the wrong words?
Like what Eric Boy just said. What do you think of it? You know, how is it? Oh, okay, not bad. Let me think about it. And then, okay, that's it.
The
Using the wrong words.
Yeah, the vocabulary, right? The questions, putting things in different perspective, right? Okay, that's one. That's a challenge from Mr. Christie. Anyone else? What is a common challenge that you face during a closing? Why is that you already get someone already here, but you cannot get that closing, get that sign up, get that cash. By the way, everyone is okay with English?
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah.
They have to go check with their wife.
Have to go and check with their wife, have to go and check with their husband. I have to ask my dad and my mom.
And he's not interested.
Okay, that's a good one. I'll be talking about that as well. Okay, let me put that somewhere. Okay, some more? Financial situation. They say they don't have money to sign up, right? They are short of cash, or financially they're very tight and they couldn't sign up for this program. Is that what you're saying? Yes, a lot of you face that as well?
Yes.
Okay. Other than that?
Is it a scam?
Is it a scam? Okay. That's a good one. Financial scam. Lagi?
Is it MLM?
Is it an MLM? What's wrong with MLM?
Yeah. That's a good one.
Is it an MLM? Yeah. What's wrong with MLM? Is it a business? Yeah. What's wrong with business? Okay, I'll come back to that. Okay. Is it an MLM? Is it a scam? Come on. Lagi? Anyone else?
They are not sure whether this is something for them.
They are not sure whether this is something for them. Alright? Is it my cup of tea? My cup of coffee? My cup of Milo? Alright? Okay, before that, I think more people are coming in. Those empty chairs, if you can just push it in, you don't have to be very tight because we have some space here, so you just can push the chairs a little, alright? If you need to come in a little front, a bit, you can occupy the areas. Yeah, we have one chair here, 2, 3, 4. Anyone want to come in front, please do. 1, 2, 3, 4 chairs here in front. Alright, so I hope. Yeah, the 4 chairs, right? Don't have to be very close. If you want to move a little outside, get some space, go ahead, do that. So don't have to be a big crowd because we have quite a little space, right? So sit down comfortably. Right, so everyone comfortable? Okay. Scam, MLM, financial situation.
No time.
Whether it's this for me or not, I don't have a time. Fantastic.
It's an illegal deposit taking company.
Illegal deposit taking company, which is another word scam. No. Fantastic.
I don't believe in the virtual product.
I don't believe in virtual product, okay? Some more?
Wait for payday, what is the
What about again?
Wait for payday.
Wait for payday. That means they're dealing, they're saying they don't have financial. Comes to financial. Okay. I think more concern on those areas on whether this is legal or not. I think that's a lot of questions in those areas. Let me come back to that towards the end because I did not put it as one of the main questions because a lot of you have that. I'll be talking about that quite seriously at the end. Remind me if I don't, right? Other than that, it is something that I'm expected. Don't have money, it's good.
There's 2 person told me that they want to sign up.
Okay.
After 2 days I called to get feedback.
Yeah, they say they will sign up today, they will be like, you know what, I'm going to bring down the earth, right? I'm going to sign 100 people, I'm going to be the fastest growing network ever, Smartmedia I've ever seen. 2 days later, they don't just answer your call. Happens, alright? So we're going to come to all that. Yes, I'm going to answer all those questions. Let me go through what I have first, okay? Now, see, let's say you are planting an apple tree. You're planting an apple tree, right? Now the tree has grown big, right? Now it fruits, right? And the fruits are not sweet. What do you do? Is there something physical that you're looking into that you can make a change on? No, it's something at the grassroots, right? So probably all these questions are outcome questions. When I say outcome questions are, you did not do something right which leads to this situation that you're stuck. Okay? So what I'm going to tell you now, if you do that right, you will never come to this situation. That's my point here, right? Now, don't get me wrong. Everything that you have seen, you have said so far to me, I've faced it as well. I'm still facing until today, and I don't get 100% closing, right? I don't get 100% closing. I speak to 10, still 3 says, no, you're ridiculous, Thinesh, I'm not interested in this. I still do get that, right? Do I get people like today they said, I'm going to join, tomorrow I call, they don't answer? Yes, I do get that, right? It doesn't mean I'm immortal, or Thinesh doesn't get all that. No, right? I do get that, okay? But it's okay. Now, if you do something right from the beginning, you'll never end up around here, okay? So let me start with that, okay? Now, again, I was talking about this 4 process in network marketing as far as system is concerned, right? 1 is invitation, invite them, lead them to a presentation, right? But lead them to a closing after a table talk or after the presentation, right? Then follow up. Now, where does the closing start? In these 4 processes, where does this process called closing starts?
From the beginning. Invitation. From the beginning.
Invitation. Alright, are you sure?
Yep.
Because people are thinking closing starts at closing. Wrong. Alright? Let me get this very clear and straight up. Closing starts from the beginning. From the time you get in touch with your prospects. That minute itself closing starts taking place. Please, that is very important, because when you know that is right, after that you won't make a lot of mistakes along the way. Okay? Now closing is like this, right? Closing is like this. You know this, this, I don't know what's the exact name. I learned that in geography or command, I can't forget, Padavathan, I can't remember. Right? This fish, perangkap ikan, whereby it goes inside and goes inside and goes inside. Once the fish is already inside, it cannot come out. It's like this. Have you seen that?
Yes.
KL people, are you sure?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? So let's say there are a few partitions, right? Once it reaches the last one, forever sure it cannot come out. Do you know that?
Yeah.
It only can go inside, cannot come out. Right? So closing is like that. When you make it right in the beginning, you are narrowing it down. Right? And towards the end, they got no choice to say no. They'll have to say yes. That's a process I'm going to go through, right? Let me just talk from invitation, okay? Now when you bring a prospect, these are mistakes to avoid, I see a lot of people do, right? When you invite a prospect, what is the general terms that we know how to invite them? What does our invitation do, normally? How do we invite prospects? Kidnap them. One of our major strategy. Just put them in the car and bring them here. Don't laugh. Do you do that? Don't lie. Did you do that? Not yet. Huh? No, I think a lot of people have done that. Because when I sit down for closing, I ask, hey, what did your friend told you when they brought you here? The look is like, after this you're going to get from me. Right? Which clearly shows that there was no clue why is he sitting down there. And how am I supposed to start closing? You understand? Right? That is very important. Your invitation. Closing starts from the invitation. Okay? So again, what is the right way to invite? Because guys, invitation is going to take me 3-4 hours. Right? Just so that you understand, so that you don't make the mistakes. First, you decide to kidnap them, then you have to kidnap them with a strategy. Alright? Because when you don't do it right, they can get pissed off. True? You tell them, I've seen people happen. I've seen people do this. Saturday night, bro, this Saturday night we're going for party. for party, right? Birthday party. That guy comes in with some, hip hop pants and some kind of like, okay, where's the party, bro? And then you say, just sit down here for a while, bro. After this, we go for the party. Like, do you ever think that he's going to sign up? Even if he's interested with our business. He could be a very potential prospect, right? So it's done wrong there. So I'm correcting this, guys, right? Invitation is very important. Okay? Now, a few things you need to do during invitation is feed them with the right info. Sometimes, okay, I still understand you decide to keep them there. Sometimes you tell them they won't listen to you. Sometimes like, Macha, let's go for teh tarik. Macha, let's meet up for a coffee. Good, alright? Where are you meeting up for a coffee? Probably in TTDI. Still okay. But when they're already here for a coffee, probably that time you need to what? Buy them a coffee? Then, okay, we're expecting some magical words from me, is it? What do you tell them once they're already there? Be open. You know why? They're already there, they're not going to run away. It's better still if you already fetch them, right? They cannot take your car and run away, right? Or they cannot jump down, right? Worst to waste, they will just be stubborn and sitting down there. Worst case scenario. Alright? Now, don't do this, don't bring them up and they don't know why they are here and they just sit down there and after presentation like, are you interested? Are you interested? This is cool, right? This is awesome, right? The state of mind. Okay? So a few things probably you want to do during your invitation is mind opening. Right? What is mind opening? This will be also done in closing, but will be more important during the beginning, right? Before mind opening itself, or before mind opening, sorry. Because now I'm talking about friends, right? How about some people that you don't know? Some people you chat online. What do you need to do first? Before even this, when we come here? You need to build a rapport. Right? Can you imagine like, okay, you don't build any rapport, suddenly like, hey, you know what, this is a very powerful business. You don't even know them, they don't even know you. Now how many of you would buy something big of value from somebody you don't know? If I give you a choice, somebody who knows you and somebody who don't know you. You want to buy a car, who do you go for? You want to buy a house, who do you go for? If you want to buy a handphone, who do you go for? Yes, so sometimes we have invited people that we don't know. What you need to do is create rapport, alright? Now during this process of creating rapport and mind opening, you actually collect bullets. At closing, guys, you need a lot of bullets, which Mr. Tahir calls it units of conviction. Alright? You need to throw all the cards that you have, right? But before you start shooting, you need bullets, right? Just with your gun and a sniper, you can't just start shooting, you need bullets. So where do you collect the bullets? When you are building rapport and when you're doing a mind opening. Now let me start with the rapport. What is rapport? Hey bro, how are you doing, right? Start there, right? And ask questions like what? Very important. Ask intelligent questions. Okay, it's okay to start with, how was the traffic today? Fantastic. Right? How was the weather today? Cool. What's the last movie you watched? What's your favorite food? Is that a good one? What's the last movie you watched? What's your favorite food? Is it a good question to be asked? But I see someone start jotting down there. I'm worried. I'm asking you. No wonder. Alright? Now ask questions that you think is going to be relevant during your closing. So, what are you working as? I've been working as an engineer. So a lot of people stop there, right? Engineer, fantastic. Now along these questions, give them compliment. Number one, along this, give compliment. Alright? Oh, fantastic. Oh, wow. Alright? Find something in common of interest with you. Right? Along the way. Right? So you see football happening? Only ask these kind of questions when you think you know you can relate to them. Hey, what club fan are you? Manchester United? Wow, fantastic. I'm also a Manchester United fan. Doesn't mean, let's say if it's Liverpool fan, I'm going to hate you, man. Alright? So they'll feel, wow, okay, I'm clicking with this guy, right? Wow, I'm comfortable. Alright? You must put them in the area of influence of you. And that's where you do the rapport building. Right? Fantastic. Collect more bullets. What are the tools that you can use, or the words you can use later on, questions that you can use to get these sign-ups? Alright? So you have been working for engineer. Now how long have you been working for an engineer? Or as an engineer? Probably 10 years? That's a lot of years. Right? So probably you already have accumulated 500,000 now? What would be his answer? Probably. Chances are.
No.
How would he react? Probably. Hey, you must be kidding, bro. 500,000, are you mad? Then you're like, really? You don't have that much of money? He's like, bro, end of the day, my salary is 5,000, end of the day, I can't even save 200 ringgit. Is that a bullet for you?
Yes.
Yes, collect that bullet. You know what? You're going to use that bullet against him later. Right? Now, married. Guys, when I'm just giving a very, very, very standard questions. Probably you need to sit down and think a lot more on this. Right? Single mom, right? Whoa, compliment, right? Whoa, single mom. Well, it's very tough to live as a single mom in KL actually. You're doing a very good job. Now, how do you do it? Okay, alright, how do I do it? Make them feel, wow. And then tell them, is it good enough? Do you think, I'm not asking you to do the closing in the beginning. Don't start like, you think it's good enough? No, probably you should join Smartmedia. No, you don't do that during your repo. You collect bullets. And like, okay, fantastic, good job. You're doing awesome. I really admire you. Okay, that's done. Then ask more questions, right? Student, hey, how are we surviving, man? I'm 28, right? 5 years, 7 years ago, food is like what, 5 ringgit, 6 ringgit? Now, per meal, you have to spend 15 bucks, dude. Now, where do you get the money? Pity, is that money? I heard that's a very pity loan, right? Like you say, whoa, this guy knows what I'm going through, man. Right? Now, wow, that is going to be sad. How do you manage it? No, I have to ask my dad and ask my mom. Hey, that's not cool, right? You really wish you had your own job. You really wish you had something in your pocket money, right? Don't you think so? It's like, yeah, really, true. That's it. So these are the bullets you're collecting. But don't do in front of him, start writing down, okay? We always say, start writing down, okay? This is supposed to be something very casual. He shouldn't feel like, okay, why is he asking? You know, like, okay, question number 1. Question number 2. Okay, what was that Thinesh was saying? Question number 3. It has to be very casual, right? It's like, wow, this guy, okay, add something to this, right? When I say put in compliment, add genuinity inside there as well, right? Be genuine to know that. Don't like, I'm asking you this question so that I can use this against you at the end. Don't make them feel that. Feel that, wow, I really like you, man. I'm really impressed with you. I really want to help you. Right? Now, a lot of people signed up with me not because they understand the power of YOBSN, not because 1,400 was small, not because they wanted a millionaire, because Thinesh was genuine. Thinesh was serious about helping these people, and I did not fake it. We are in a business of helping people, am I right? That's our core value, right? Ask all my direct sponsors, how did I speak to them from day one until today? Not after sign up, like, all this I asked you because just to make you a bit emotional and get you signed up. No. Genuine. Alright? So now you're still building rapport, right? Now I'm going to throw this to you now, right? I already create a flow for you, right? Tell me, how else? What are other questions you can ask to build a rapport or mind opening? There's 2 portions you can do, right? One, using facts and figures. The other will be emotional. Use these as a main base, right? Facts and figure. Hey, do you actually know that if your salary is like 7,000 ringgit in a month or lesser in Malaysia, you're classified as poor? Do you know that? So do you know that you are poor? Okay, I didn't know that. Do you know that 200,000 graduates today at this point of time do not have a job? Do you know that credit card debts in Malaysia is like what? Sorry if I don't get the exact number. 1.3 billion ringgit Malaysia. Please check on those facts because this is like one year ago. Alright? It's like, whoa. You know what? If we don't do something about it now, bro, or auntie or uncle or sir, we're going to fall in the same trap in the next 5 years. Don't you think so? Now what is you going to say? No, definitely no. No, it's like, oh yeah, what you say makes sense. That's facts and figure. The other will be emotional, mind opening. Bro, what is your favorite car, bro? Oh, my favorite car is Ferrari Italia 458. Oh, fantastic car, man. Right? But do you think 10 years down the road that car will be used for a machi to, maybe go buy sayur in the market 10 years down the road? Yeah. Probably bigger car is going to come out soon, later. It's going to be more expensive. Yeah. Do you think you can afford to buy that car 10 years down the road? No. Probably you need to do something about it, right? You see, very casual talk, right? Very casual. Now ask him, what's your dream car? Bro, my car is Skyline R35. Fantastic, that's another bullet of yours. Guys, believe me, I signed up people just with one question. I signed up people 10 minutes, my closing, without presentation. Of course, do not try this at home for now. Right? I closed my cousin brother with one tax. I closed one of our top leaders, Mr. Lavin, with one question. Because I know what question to ask. Right? So it's very important. If you know how to do this later, right? People don't even want to see your presentation then. Right? So emotional will be, yeah, your dreams, your family. Bro, all this while, you've been asking money from your parents, right? Right? When is it exactly that you are going to give them back the money? When is it that you're going to like do something for them? Bro, very soon I'm going to make it. No, a lot of things I want to buy for my dad and my mom. Things like what? This, let him talk. And all that is bullets. After he talked, and bro, do you really think that whatever you're doing now in the next 5 years, you can achieve that? No. Right. So all this is what? Bullets. Don't give the answer there, no. Yes, YOBSN is the answer. Yes, Smartmedia is the answer. Yes. No, don't do that there. Bro, from all that I told you, right, I really feel you will be the right person to see what I'm going to show you in a while. Now do you think it's like, whoa, there is something there for me. It's like when he enters this room, whoa. Whatever they show, it's like, you don't even have to understand the options. Like, okay, this is going to help solve my problem, this is going to help solve my problem, this is going to help solve my problem. He's in that state, am I right? Yeah. That is what you need to do at number one. That's where closing starts. So now you do it through the phone. Of course, you cannot do so much in the phone, right? Do the invitation, do it 10-15 minutes before. Okay? Now, another thing, let's say you're very new, right? Guys, try to put this in sequence along the way, right? Because I'm telling through experience. Another thing you would want, if you're very new to this, right? Use the ABC method. Advisor, bridge, client. Now, what is that? When you are bringing a prospect and you're totally new in the business, a newbie, 1 week old, 2 weeks old, right? You be the bridge, alright? Let A be the your upline leader or the person who's going to help you do the closing, be the advisor. Now what would be your role? Collect some bullets, alright? Take all that bullets, pass it to your advisor, alright? If you really don't know how to do it yet, probably in the beginning, let your advisor do all this. Let's say I'm the bridge, okay? I bring a friend of mine, let's say Christy is my friend, I brought Christy, right? And I don't know how to do this mind opening stuff and all this stuff. So like my upline is, let's say Mr. Amalan, right? Christy bro, right? I'm going to introduce to someone and this is the guy who's changed my life altogether. This is the reason why I'm here, right? And I'm going to introduce, this is Mr. Amalan, right? So Mr. Amalan sits down and starts collecting the bullets before the presentation, right? 15 minutes, 20 minutes before the presentation, right? Do that. At least be smart in doing that, right? Because that is going to help Mr. Amalan towards the end to do the closing. If it's not you the one who's going to do the closing, right? Now, as a bridge, what are the things you need to do? Very important. I'll teach you this on my RPS, Road to Success training. But here, what you need to do is, when you're bringing the client to this place or presentation along the way while you're driving or before the period of time, right? Tee up your advisor. You know what does tee up means or not? Guys, what is tee up?
Praise.
Edify.
What was the word?
Edify.
Edify. Okay, right. Yeah, I'm not very familiar with that word. Alright, what I know is, right, like, whoa, the client must be like, who is this guy, Amalan, man? I really would love to see this guy, man. Whoa, really? And Mr. Amalan shows up and that guy like, whoa, you are the guy. Yeah. Like when I see some bridges, oh, this guy is this Mr. Thinesh. This is Mr. Thinesh, my seafood. And they're like, seafood. Okay, well, why the hell is your seafood? He doesn't look like some seafood. Okay, well, who's this guy, man? And like, hey, how are you? And I don't know anything about him. Right? So along the way, when you bring that person to the presentation or whatever, be your advisor. But you don't know which advisor you want to have. Anyone there along the way, 2-3 people, it's okay. But exactly the person who's going to do the closing, the prospect must have known. And do in the phone, not in front of the client, right? Maybe before or in the period of time. Tell your upline, your advisor, Mr. Amalan, I'm bringing Christy. This guy, okay, this guy, his family background is such. Because I already created rapport, I already know who's Christy, right? He has this much a salary, or he's this engineer who is working this far. He has a kids and this and that and this and that and this and that. Okay, Mr. Amalan, alright? Later I'll be bringing him to you, and I've done the TIA. Probably after the presentation, can you help me to close him? So when Mr. Amalan sits down with Christy, hey Christy, I've heard about you, man. How's your work going? And like, whoa, this super guy, Sifu guy knows about me. Then whatever Mr. Amalan is going to say, he's like golden words, man. YOBSN is beautiful, fantastic. YOBSN is 1,420, it's not a big money, awesome. I'm going to do this business. This is a lot of things that you don't do until even last week. I've seen some people sitting down like, okay, who you are? How do you know him? He's your friend, schoolmate. Oh, schoolmate, I thought he's your father's friend. You know, that kind of things happen, right? So A, B, C must be strong all times. Whenever there's a prospect, if you are the bridge, your advisor needs to know A to Z on the details. But let's say you are not a newbie, let's say Amalan is bringing a prospect, then there's no issue there. He knows how to handle the situation. But Mr. Amalan also still can be a bridge, even he is, for that point of view, he acquires all the quality of an advisor. Why? After saying everything, probably his friend wants to hear from somebody better than him. Would be, in this case, would be me, for example. You understand what I'm saying? Now, please understand this ABC method will help you do closing at a rate of 90 to 100%. Trust me. Alright? So now, can I bring you back to the scenario of building rapport and mind opening? Alright, come back to rapport and mind opening. So ask only intelligent questions which you can collect bullets on. Alright? Now you can build relationship and all that, that's fantastic. But make sure you know how much is he making? What is idea 5 years from now? Things like that, right? What would be his wildest dream? Now I do ask questions like this, you know. Hey bro, if let's say money is not an issue, what is the wildest thing would you do? I would buy a rocket, I would fly to the moon. Fantastic. This guy has a dream, man. Alright? Can you see these? I'll ask these kind of questions to see how big is he thinking. Later I don't want to say, you can make 100,000 ringgit a month. He's like, what? Seriously, my mind can't think that. Because if you prepare to fly to the moon, 100,000 is not an issue to him, right? What is a wildest dream? My wildest dream, I should at least buy a BMW 3 Series before I die. Alright? We cannot laugh at that. You know why? Because that's the biggest they can think of. Suddenly you start talking about Ferrari and Lamborghini, which doesn't make sense to them. You understand what I'm saying? Your questions, intelligent questions when you're doing mind opening and building a narrative. Right? Please insert these two things in between when you're doing this. One is compliment, right? All the time compliment, right? And all the time be genuine, be you, man, right? Don't be a salesperson. Like if you watch the video just now, jangan jadi seorang don't do sales. YOBSN is good, man. You need YOBSN. YOBSN is good. You need YOBSN. You know why you need YOBSN? Because YOBSN has this much of features. You know why you need YOBSN? Because it gives you 16 streams of income. Now when you do that, do you know that you already done almost 60 to 70% of the closing? You know why? When he sits down here, his mind already been triggered with your question, with bullets that you already have. And now I understand why that guy asked that question. Oh, now I understand why I should do this. And when he comes to closing, probably if you do it right, after a presentation, you know what you will do? Probably if I've done everything right. Tell me, how do I start? This is my credit card. What do I do next? Probably. Okay? Chances are very high doing that. Now you understand? Invitation. Any questions? Any questions? This could be your hot contacts, your warm contacts, even your cold contacts. You still need to do this. Hot and warm is much easier. You don't have to ask these questions. You know where is he working, what is he doing, what car is he driving, what is his ambition, you know that. That's why I always remember during my training, I will say target for the hot contacts first. Why? It saves you a lot of hassle building rapport and mind opening stuff because you know this guy. You know his hot buttons or the bullets. Make sense? Done. Next will be presentation, which I believe a lot of you have to do minimal job there, right? Because presenters, you know, if you realize if there's a good presenter in front, every slide he will be doing closing. Now you might need this when you want to do presentation outside one-to-one. Every slide, if there's 50 slides, probably at least 30 slides, you want to do closing in those slides. For example, I'm just giving one example. Cycle bonus. Rather than sitting down teaching them how the 900 points, 600 points, 500 points works, bro, have you ever tasted something called passive income in your life? Passive income? Yeah, I'm just asking you, have you tasted passive income? Without doing anything? No, bro. Right? All this while you have tasted what? Active income. What if I can tell you, I can help you make passive income? Would you be interested? Yes, let me show you cycle bonus. That is closing. If you realize my presentation goes that way, right? Rather than the exact cycle bonus points and all of those. Right? Now, what also I do is, let's say level 1, level 2, level 3 income. Now, if you recruit somebody into the business, let's say, presentation, you get income from the person you introduce will be, you introduce a person, you get commission from him. It's logic, because you introduce one. What if I can tell you, whoever that he introduced also get commission? Closing, right? I introduce A, B I don't know, but I can get income. Closing. Alright? David Martin, a guy, this is where all your scam questions all can be answered. David Martin, slide, David Martin. 15 years experience in building bank fraud security systems in small banks in US. That guy is our CEO and our founder. Do you think we can go wrong with this? Closing. Right? If you realize, most of the closing is done in the presentation, if the presentation is done right. That's why, in my presentation, I only need 20-25 minutes. Because I'm not here to tell you exactly how it works. I'm here to tell you that it will work for you. That's my point in my presentation. So, anytime and every time you see, watch a good presentation, all these points have been covered. If you realize why this guy present my sign-up is very easy to be done. Closing is already be done in presentation. Thinesh, how do you do it? You make it sound so easy, right? And that's the reason every time I'm presenting, I'm expecting all the paid members to sit down and listen. Not sitting behind and playing with their phones. Same thing, Thinesh is going to say the same cycle bonus. I know cycle bonus, 300 points, 600 points, that kind of cycle, I know that. Everyone does know. How you use it, that's important. Presentation. Okay? Now let's come to the actual point of today, the closing. Okay, so closing. Now everything is done. Probably if you already do it in a very right manner, when he sits down with the person who, when he sits down and when you want to do a closing, it should be much easier. Why? You already have done all your job in the beginning and during the presentation. Right? Now closing, very simple stuff. Right? Number one, again, you have to start asking intelligent questions. Now, I'm going to throw you this. Okay, never mind. Maybe you throw me, right? Now, I brought a prospect. Let's do this. Can we do something? Can I have somebody, any students here, paid member students? I have 1, I have 2, I have 3. Okay, can I choose? Okay, let me choose Tulasi, right? Tulasi, can you come up here, please? Let's say I'm presenting this to Tulasi. Tulasi is one of our leaders, right? So Tulasi, today you're going to be a prospect, okay, in today's presentation, right? I'm sorry we don't have a place to sit down and talk, so we'll just talk like that, right? Actually, we're supposed to sit down and talk. So Tulasi, you're going to be the most rudest, arrogant prospect student ever that I met in my life, right? You're going to give me the hardest time to close the deal now. Okay? Can we do that? Okay. So now the presentation is done, I'm sitting down with her and I'm talking, she's a prospect, right? So don't worry about who brought her and everything, so I basically know a little bit about Tulasi, fine, right? So what is the first question I should ask Tulasi now? First question in my closing now.
Part-time basis.
Again?
How much you think could you earn in part-time basis by doing this business?
How much you could earn by doing this part-time by doing this, right? Which a video that you saw this now, right? Let's minus the video just now you saw. Because you sound very theoretic here. doesn't have an impact on it, right? Something a bit more casual, something to start with.
Are you keen to do any business? Are you keen to do any business?
Are you keen to do this business? Okay. So your name?
John.
John. Right. Mr. John. Thanks. Anyone else?
Family background?
I asked her a family background, which is already very wrong because I already should know from the beginning, right? Yeah, I should ask her if I don't know, right? But by this point, should I already know? So I shouldn't ask this question because I should already know. By in the beginning stage, by the rich, or by me asking her before even she's sitting down here. So I don't think so I'm going to ask about a family. I will do ask if I totally don't know, which is by this point is already very wrong according to our module, right? Okay. So are you keen to do this business? Anything else, guys?
What do you like
What do you like?
about what you saw this one?
What do you like about what you saw just now? Right? Does that make sense, guys? For how many of you it makes sense?
Is this post your pleasantries?
Is this?
After the pleasantries? No, after you. No, before you start, you do hi, how are you, and all those things. That's all
hi,
done.
how are you? And all that is done.
Okay.
Hey, hi, Tulasi, how are you? Okay, that's done, right? Now I'm going to talk about business now. What's the first thing I'm going to ask? Yes.
As a student, can this help you?
As a student, can this help you? Fantastic.
If money isn't a problem, would you do this business?
Alright, if money is not a problem, would you do this business? Probably I don't want to take it that harsh in the beginning. Because maybe she never thought of money being an issue at the beginning. And you say like, if money is not a problem, oh yes, money is a problem for me now. I couldn't do it. It's a good question, it's a very fantastic question, but I don't want to start with that.
Now that you mentioned money.
Yes. Okay, like what Terence said, your name? Okay, like what Mr. Terence said, this is how I start, alright? Maybe you have your own style of start. You have seen this presentation to receive. Which part of this entire presentation you like the most?
I think just the lucky draw part.
Just the lucky draw part, right? Can she say I don't like anything?
No.
If I ask this question, are you keen to build this business?
Not so.
From this point onwards, whatever I'm going to talk about, it's going to be convincing. Do you agree? Do you agree? So I have to start with convincing now. I don't want to give her a chance to say no in the beginning. You understand my point here? Alright? So I will want an answer of yes. So which part of the program that you like? Worst case, of course she has to be the arrogant prospect today, right? She will never say the money, she will say the lucky draw. Now what do I say next? She just said lucky draw. Guys, come on, help me. Give me some help. You should like the business too.
Which part of the lucky draw do you like?
Oh, that's even cool. I know where you're going, the money part and all that, right? Okay. Fantastic question. That is going to like, okay, I'm going to... Fantastic one. But I would go like this, alright? Fantastic. I like that part a lot too. Now, how do you feel when I say that?
Already?
She's like, okay. He's like, I mean, okay, we are in the same boat. Can you see that? I'm already like mingling with her already. Okay? So now what do I start with? Now I start with some serious questions, right? That's where I start with, okay, Tulasi, do you see yourself as a student making a good income, making this as a part-time income, would this help you?
No.
Why wouldn't this help you?
Maybe it's a scam.
Maybe it's a scam. If I can tell you this is not a scam, if I can prove you this is not a scam, would you join me now?
I would think first.
What would you think on first? What are you thinking?
I think I got commit with this.
You got to commit, right?
I have to see my education first.
Yes, as a student you have to see education first, right? Now, how much in a day do you spend, like, as a student, right? What's the schedule like?
You mean how much money I spent or what?
No, on your time studying, right? Whole day, 24 hours a day?
No.
No, right? Do you, as a student, do you have this free time?
Yeah.
What do you usually do on the free time?
Chit-chat with my mom.
Tell the mom,
Watching TV.
watching TV. Probably can you reduce on those areas and maybe you could do this as a part-time? Probably. If that's the only challenge you have, if it's not a scam, if you don't have a time to commit, maybe you can use those time. What do you think?
It's quite hard for me because I want to spend some time with my mother.
Yeah, you want to spend some time with your mother, but I'm saying that this is the free time you're talking about watching TV and your friends and all that. Okay, let me deviate now because I'm already going to some wall already, right? Okay. Now, do you as a part-time, right, as a student, right, do you have sufficient money for you to spend? Pocket money do you have?
Yeah, my mom gave me.
Your mom gave me. Is that sufficient enough?
I think for food it's just enough.
For food is just
I
enough.
don't look into luxury items.
You don't look into luxury items, okay? See now, one point see if this is real scenario, probably I'll already make her cry, okay? I'm going to ask her as a young Indian girl, right? What is the best thing you have done for your mom? Okay, emotionally disturbed?
Yep.
What do you think you can do best in the next 5 years as a student? Do you think chatting with us is more than good enough? Okay? Alright? Now let's say you're very much emotionally disturbed now, right? You want to do something for your mom. Would you do this business now, right now?
Yeah.
Chances are very high, right? Okay, thank you. Just give her a round of applause. You see, as I told you, they will corner you everywhere, right? But you've got to find this. When you have enough bullets, when you know, let's say Tulasi is, she's studying, she doesn't have part-time, she doesn't have an income, and you know definitely she's looking for some part-time income, and her question was a scam. Probably I need to answer on those lines, right? Of course, which I will answer, which I'm prepared with that, right? But after, do you think that pretty much the deal is closed?
Yes.
If I'm going to continue, you know what she's going to say? She's going to say, cash is an issue, right? And I have bullets for that as well. I have answers for that, which a lot of you are questioning on those. I'm going to tell you later. But you see my questions or not? Did you see my questions? Was that spontaneous? Alright? Do you think if you can start with this flow, it will lead you to a sale, close deal?
Yes.
Now my question is this, what is it that you do different than what I just did? Anyone? Which doesn't lead to a sale, or which you think, oh, you can do better, or anything? Anyone? Hello, all of you are doing closing an eye. All of you used to do closing an eye. What would you have done in this situation? Whether it's wrong or right, how would you have gone about it? Some people just started with, if money is, because, sir, she was not even concerned about money now. But I'm going to show you, money is not an issue. Would you join this business? Some people are very smart at doing this. I know money is not an issue, you already got another bullet for you, right? You can do that, but maybe you don't want to trigger that in the beginning. Okay? Make sense? Alright? So since nobody wants to ask me questions, I'm going to go to the next one. Let's say you're going to a working adult. For example, working adult, an engineer making about 5,000-10,000 ringgit a month, alright? After done all this, which the best thing that you like most about this business I've done, right? Do you see yourself making some fortune with Smartmedia technologies, with YOBSN? Alright? Probably I'll get an answer yes or a no, right? If it's a no, I have to start convincing. But chances is the modulation of my body and the question I'm going to ask, I'm going to make him say yes. I'm going to say like, you don't have to do it, but if you get a chance, if you're doing this, do you see yourself making it big? And they're going to say, yes, probably yes. Okay? Now what are the challenges from working adult that you see coming? What is he going to throw me with?
No time.
Time.
I don't have time. I don't have time. I always start like that. If I can help you find time. I always start like that. Huh? If I can help you find time, sir, will there be a challenge for you to build this business? Come on, throw me something else.
I don't like MLM.
I don't like MLM. Now I have to start a lot of things there, okay? The first question is, why? Why don't you like MLM? What is wrong with MLM? And I have a very good way of doing this. Like, you don't like MLM? Seriously? What do you mean? Like, everybody loves you, don't like MLM? Okay, bro, why? Now how does it fit? Okay, everybody likes MLM except me. What's wrong with you? Okay, alright, now why? So what's the probable answer is going to give? MLM is a pyramid scheme. The top people will earn more money. The company will close down soon. Someone give me some more that very
I've tried before.
I've
Tried before.
tried before. That's not a reason. You tried before and you failed. That's the reason.
Yes.
Some more. I'll put it very nicely. Don't be as, this is not demo. Huh? So now you tried it before and you failed. That's why you don't like it, right? in a very different way, right? Some more. What else do you think they can say about I don't like MLM?
Using people.
Meeting people.
Meeting people. I don't like to talk to people, and then you're like, what? You don't like to talk to people? Okay.
Because they're engineers.
Convincing them. I got con before.
You got con before,
You have to find people.
but guys, if I start an anti-MLM training, right, you guys would do a perfect model. You have more points why MLM wouldn't work than actually have points why this would work. No wonder you don't have prospects hanging out. Okay, coming back to these points. What's the last one? I got con before. Like
More meetings and meetings and meetings, no earnings.
yeah, every time I just have to go meetings, and I don't earn any income.
Function, training, coaching.
They wouldn't say that because they don't know the system, right?
Hard to find
Okay,
people.
let me answer a few because if I'm gonna, that comes under objection, right? I'm gonna answer very few of that, right? Number one, when they say they don't have time, put it in a very nice way. Probably I'm gonna be a bit straight. Why I'm gonna be straight to you so that you understand this concept, right? But put it in a very nice way if possible. Sometimes we know what works, sarcasm works sometimes. Not all the time, if you know how to do it properly, right? It's like, okay, you don't have enough time. What are you using your time for then?
None of your business.
Really? Really?
That's unexpected.
No, if I started right, if my repo is good,
You don't answer that.
yeah, I probably don't, if that guy, I don't know him, that's the answer you're going to get. And I honestly say I cannot come out of it. What's your business? Well, mind your own business, man. What do you want to ask? Why do you think I'm going to tell you that? That's why I say, come back to point number one. Building repo, it's very important. You need to make sure they are comfortable with you, you're comfortable with them. Probably then they won't answer that. Alright? Even if they ask that after building a repo, you can be as sarcastic also. Hey bro, I'm here to help you, man. Alright? Genuinely, I think this stuff can help you. Alright? But if I don't know him, probably I cannot go further, right? Other than that, what are you using your time for? You're busy every day. What are you using your time for?
Working demand.
Pardon?
Working demand.
Working. Okay?
Long hours.
Long hours. Some more?
Facebook.
That's a very easy one. You're helping Facebook make money, why not help YOBSN make money? Sorry. You're helping Facebook make money, why not help YOBSN help you make money? That's a simple one. Working. Majority of these people think that they are busy building a career which is not going to lead them to financial freedom. Am I right to say that?
Yes.
Now they're going to lead a very fantastic career life. They're going to be an engineer, they're going to do all that fantastic. But you know what's going to happen along the way? They're going to miss out financial freedom, right? Talk about that. Now I also have 24 hours, sir. You also have 24 hours. Everyone has 24 hours, right? Now what are you using your 24 hours for? It matters a lot. Do you think with your 24 hours that you're building now, 10 years down the road, is going to help you financially? Think about that. Do you think whatever you're doing now for the next 10 years is going to help you buy your dream car, dream house? Guys, at this point, you already know they are
Cars, houses.
10 years down the road. Do you really think you can be driving your Ferrari Italia 458 with whatever you're doing now? Whoa, that's going to hit him hard, right? Oh, I definitely cannot drive my dream car. That's sick. You see, they'll be like, okay, makes sense. But you just don't go like, you know, you cannot buy a dream car, you cannot buy a dream house, which you also don't know what is that. Somebody help. So, right? So again, now what are you doing in 24 hours? Now, if I may ask, can you, how many hours a day you sleep? 8 hours probably? Now they are very close to me, I ask all this, right? 2 hours from your 8 hours, can you spend to build this business? For the next 3 to 6 months, that's it. Alright? If you're sleeping 10 o'clock every day, for the next 3 to 6 months, 2 hours a day, you sleep at 12. Your lunch time, just don't make it a lunch time. Make it lunch plus business time. Your tea time. Your teh tarik time. Do you go teh tarik? Do you go coffee? Yeah. Use those times. Can you convert those into a business time which can help you generate, coming back to where? Helping him financially, financial freedom, right? So it's something that he wants, right? Go do that direction. Now, do you think he's going to say, okay, you make sense? Then talk about leverage. Guys, when he says you got no time, all these points you got to talk. Leverage. Bro, you're not building this business by yourself. Today me or you, I'm building this business only 2 hours a week. But my business is building 100 of hours in a day. How? Leverage. Points, bullets. Done? I'm not going to go detail on these guys. Work on these details with your friends and family. Right? Some more, what are the things a comfortable earning engineer is going to tell you? Or a doctor, or a lawyer, professional, working person.
I already have another business.
I'm already having another business. Okay. Now I'm going to ask you this one question, right? If this guy already have another business which is already he's building, right? Genuinely, would you want him to build this business as well? I'm asking you this question. Would you want him to build this business? Let's say yes. Why?
Can advertise.
Use our points. Number one, you can advertise with us. Number two, if you find us more strong, you need some conviction. Why? You don't have to sell products. Our company's been there for very long. This is a new generation of business. 1,420, your business. How much do you invest in our business? Talk about that. Don't condemn their business, but do a genuine comparison, right? Probably they're already struggling there, maybe, and they're looking for alternative. Guys, when I joined this, I was doing another business, right? I was looking for a second source of option. If somebody thinks that Thinesh is not going to build this business, no. You give me the right bullets, I will. Make sense? Right? You got to open up on yourself first. So talk about our strength, not talk about their weakness. Never talk about their weaknesses. Talk about your strength. Compare and talk about your strength. Now this will help when you have built a rapport in the beginning. So what business do you do? How actively are you doing it? How aggressively are you doing it? Make sense? Time is out of the way. Right? Other than that, go until the next step. Hey, listen, a beggar has a 24 hours a day. Barack Obama has 24 hours a day. I have 24 hours a day. You have 24 hours a day. If we can do it, if all these people can manage time, why can't you? Doesn't make sense. Mark Zuckerberg has 24 hours a day. Why is he a billionaire? And why is a beggar? It's just a beggar. It's not how many hours you put in a day. What you do in those hours that make sense, make counts. Okay? Get these points. Some more. Time is out of the way. Like you have a scam. Scam, we already have so much points, right? We have been around, we have been 5 years around. There is no digital company outside there who sustains more than 5 years and became a scam. Most companies, digital companies, if you're a scam, they will never last more than a year and a half. Alright? Prove me otherwise. Always throw this. Now if you come to Tahesh's training, one of the part you'll say, feedback the objection. Have you heard about that? Feedback. This is a scam. Why do you say it's a scam? It's an MLM. Why you are against MLM? Let him throw. After he start talking, right? That's why you don't understand what is MLM, sir. MLM is not the way how you look at it. MLM is da 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 da. Oh, you're saying it's scam because you think that is like that. This is like this. Da 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 da. All the points. So let him talk. You don't when he said the word scam, no, this is not a scam, this is he already created tempo of China, war of China is already there. This is a scam. Let him break it from his point. If this is not a scam, would you do? Okay, that's a good one. I never thought about that. Right? Why do you say a scam? Because they will say like that, at the end of the day, they never deliver their promise. We have delivered all our promises. What do you think about Google? What do you think about Facebook? They are digital companies. Do you think they are scam? We are one of those companies, but share the revenue with you. See, the wall will break from his side. And you will have to give the last punch and break it through. Ask, feedback. Feed that question back and collect more bullets and then use those bullets. You have good bullets, but you're going against wall of China, maybe you don't, you can't do good. You understand what I'm saying? So that is done, scam is done, time is done, no money. If only, I don't know, bro, I'm really broke right now, bro. I really want to join this business. Few points, I've done this over and over again in my trainings. Right? Number one, if money is not an issue, if let's say now your bank has 1,500 ringgit, would you go down to the bank, which our ATM is right behind, go put your debit card and cash it out? Do you think you will do that? Not exactly. I still have to think. You see, so that is not his primary reason for not building the business. You understand? primary reason not to join the business. Money is there. It's just that, what should I take and put it here? So, but all of us spend so much time. No, I understand you don't have money. It's okay. You can do this. You can do that. You can borrow here. You can borrow. By the way, that is not even the objection. So ask this question back. If you have the money now, would you really join? Not exactly. And after that, even they say, really, I'm broke, man. I'm a single mom, and this and that and this and that. Yes. If today you say you don't have 1,420, I agree. I agree. But if you're telling me you cannot find 1,420 in the next 48 hours to change your life from here to here, I don't agree. Because you have enough bullets on your dreams and all that, right? You can throw that. You want to raise your children, you're a single mom, you want to raise your children to study in London, and you're telling me that you cannot find 1,420 in the next 48 hours? Tell me honestly, really, can you find way to send your son or daughter to US to study? Can you really do that? Emotionally that is distant, right? So honestly, right, I believe if somebody says I don't have 1,420, but what I don't believe is they cannot find that 1,420 in the next 2 days worse. I don't believe anybody in Malaysia in that state now. Do you agree with what I say? Don't buy the excuses. But if you do that, you might lose the on-the-spot closing, right? But if you really know they have the cash in the bank, sometimes you look at their face, you can know it. Their face have money on. Just that, not today lah. Let me think over it, because they feel, why today? Tomorrow also can what?
We got a good deal.
Yes, priority. We'll talk about that tomorrow. So time is done. What else is done? Huh? Scam is done. Yeah, these meetings and all that, every night I have to go here and go there. Then you sit down and ask, let's say today you're given an opportunity to start up your own business. What business would you do? Don't talk about MN. What business would you do? Would you want to be a proud owner of a McDonald's? Oh yes. Do you have 2.5 million in your bank account? No. So let's forget about that. Right? What else would you start with? I would start, some restaurants probably. How much does it take to start a restaurant? 600,000. Do you have that? No. Now even if you start a restaurant, how many hours a day do you have to work for that? If you open up a restaurant, how many hours?
Morning till night.
Oh, can you do a restaurant a part-time business?
No.
Or a boutique a part-time business? Or kedai a part-time business? You cannot find any business on earth in a part-time basis other than network marketing. You ask this question, then he will answer you no, 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 no. And then you tell him, now I got one. You should think about it. And that only requires 4 hours a week. Huh? 4 hours a week? Yes. 2 hours on Wednesdays, 2 hours on Saturdays. Is that good enough for previews? For training purpose, to develop yourself, 8 hours a month. Kickstart and maybe RTS, that's it. Simple, easy, you can do, I can do. Yes, done. Good point? But all these points, right, you don't tell them first. You ask, you collect, then you start shooting. Because when you shoot, it should be headshot. That's how it should be. You cannot shoot them when they have this armor all of them and start shooting everywhere, hoping one of the bullets hits their head. It should be one bullet straight on the head, and it's done. That's how a closing is done, sharp. Okay? What else? We are talking about challenges. No?
Not cup of tea.
This is not my cup of tea. So what is your cup of tea? If I give you an option, what will you go for? Milo, Horlicks, Teh Tarik, whiskey, beer. So what is your cup of tea? Now you ask them, right? Honestly, if they have the needs, you can close the deal. Unless they really, I have 2 Ferraris in my house. I have a Bentley. I have a mansion, right? And I chose not to build business. I'm already having financial and time freedom. And I have a very pretty wife. I have a pretty luxury life in my life. I travel around the world. I pretty basically have a lot of things that, whatever that you mentioned, already all I have. Then I'll ask, honestly, if you want, you believe. If you don't want, it's okay. You just go. But my question is, how many of the people that you know are in that situation? That's it. Minus them, the rest, all you can close the deal. Makes sense? So you have to find the bullets, guys. Now you have to train shooting, right? Because target is you start shooting this side. I don't know. Maybe it will take you centuries to get the deal done. Okay? So yeah, that is closing. Now, as Thinesh says, you need units of conviction, right? In Thinesh 25 attended, right? My point is unique selling points, right? Now, as my previous boss used to say, he's a multi-millionaire now actually, right? I can't remember the proverb, right? Different folks, different stroke, if not mistaken, if that's a proverb, right, in English, right? Meaning to say, different people use different points. Just because you have list of points to use, don't start using all of them. You understand? Probably that guy wants to know whether is this a scam or not. Don't tell him, okay, put aside scam. Do you know a binary is this much powerful? Do you know a company is that much powerful? Do you know so many people have earned this much of money? Which is all true. Do you think he's going to sign up? His question is what?
More questions.
That's going to be like, okay, I did not have that question initially, but now I'm having that question. Why exactly your cycle bonus don't have flushing? Okay. Why is it 2 to 1? Why is it 600, 300? Okay. You will have a new set of questions to answer. Now what I suggest is, scam, that's all. If I answer you, you're going to definitely join me? Yes. Fantastic. Answer that one question and then get the sign up. So your questions are done? Yes. Don't you want to ask me how do I want to build a business when I don't have the time? Don't you want to ask me that question? Because I got the answer. Don't you want to ask me whether your friends will join or not? Because I have the answer for that. No. Finish, that's it? Yes, that's it. Don't be surprised some people after the presentation, okay, when do I start this with my credit card? And you like jam yourself and say that, probably you want to ask me some questions first. Probably, wait, I prepared something to show you first. Wait, I tell you what, I show you how YOBSN works, but then you make a decision. Alright, so okay, but along the way, you need to collect all these unique selling points or units of conviction probably. Use only what they want. See, it's not what you want to tell, it's what they want to hear. Alright? Sometimes a guy is only crazy about how many of you are making so much money, how much amount you can make. Don't start telling where they come. Some people are, hey, whether it's a scam also doesn't matter. I want to join, but just tell me how to make 10,000 ringgit a month. Oh, no, you must understand that this is not a scam, you know. How can you tell my business is a scam? I'm going to explain to you how this is not a scam. Don't do that. You already say it's okay, right? Later the training will teach him. Of course, it's not right for him to think like that. But let the training teach him, not you. Your job is to do closing. Get the sign up on the spot. Done. Right? So other points that you need to want to talk about is system. We already have a very powerful system. Meaning to say, they need to work minimum. That's another unique point, right? I don't have time. The system will take care of it. Leverage. How does the system do it? Every Thursday, every Wednesday and Saturday we have a presentation. All you need to do, even if you cannot attend, one or two of your friends attend and I will help you do this closing. Your business still will grow. If I don't teach my downlines, how will they know? We have training system. We have coaching system. Oh, that means my business can go autopilot the first 3 months? Yes, it can. But don't give heaven and earth promises, you know. You join, you don't do anything. You don't even have to talk to one single person, but your business will grow. But that's a lie. After you signed up, actually yesterday to close you only I told you that. Now you have to go and find people. Don't do that. That will piss them off. Alright? Make it look in a different perspective. Right? Now, surprised that nobody told me that I have to go and find people. I cannot find people. Right? So again start with this weird phase of, what? You can't talk to people? They're like, yeah, I can't, right? Do you have friends? No, I don't have friends. Do you have a father, mother, sister, brother, girlfriend, boyfriend, younger brother, younger sister? Do you have a neighbor? How do you travel? Do you go by cab? Do you go by taxi? Do you pour petrol if you're driving? Do you say, 50 ringgit bang, petrol number 8? And just extra, do you use internet? Maybe you want to get paid for it? That's it. How difficult is that going to be? Okay, really? Then you start with, do you know 3 people in this planet that uses internet? Do you know or you don't know? No, but actually, my question is, do you know? Yes. Done. Welcome. You're already in business. What? That's it? Yes. Congratulations. Okay. That's it. Yeah, that's it. You understand? Be very confident. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Okay? So that is done. Testimony branding. Yeah, do testimony. Talk about testimonies. When all these people ask, hey, so how much have you earned? When you earn, you tell me, I'll join you. That kind of question comes up.
Yeah.
Tell them that when you start earning, probably they will be 1,000 places below of where they're supposed to be today. So what? What if along the way, I do this, what if along the way you miss 10 Thineshes? 10 Thinesh. A guy like me with my capability, you miss 10 of those because you decided to come after a month. You decided not to join today. You understand my point? Alright? So that place has a lot of value. Alright? So they're like, okay. So probably I'll be making my 10,000 ringgit 3 months from now. Why? Why? I am working closely with a person who's already done that. And this is my first month. And this is my second month. You give me another 4 months, I'm going to prove you this is possible. But that place, you will never get it back. So would you rather put that place, park that place now and do it later, even if you want to do it later? Tell them the value of the importance of the place. Urgency. Even if they say, can I sign up tomorrow? Tell them why they should sign up today. The other guy that day, 1 week ago, sitting on closing, he says, can I sign up tomorrow? I was like, by all means, go ahead, sign up tomorrow. I just say like that, by all means, sign up tomorrow. Just now, the lady who invited you here, she's Saras, she's talking to 3 people now in JB, in Nusa Vistari, Old Town. Probably they might sign up today. Probably they might be online. Probably, just probably. But it's okay, go ahead, sign up tomorrow. What do you mean? If I sign up today, I have the chances to get them as my downline? Yes, you do. But I didn't promise. It's totally up to you. No, I think I'd rather sign up today, right? You the one who say you want to sign up tomorrow. It's totally up to you. You see? I let them make the choice. But I put it in that way. Branding, testimony, what else? Yeah, facts and figures is done. This is most of facts and figures. Scam, facts and figure. Time, facts and figure. Money, facts and figure. Positioning, facts and figure. Urgency, facts and figure. Comfort zone. Kick them out of their comfort zone. Some of these people who's already take. Now, do you know what is comfort zone means? Faham tak apa tu maksud comfort zone?
Yep.
When a person is saying, they won't say actually, you know them, huh? They are in the comfort zone. What does that mean? They are comfortable in whatever they are doing, right? Now, a lot of people misinterpret this. They think only rich people or people who have enough luxury, money, they are comfortable. No, even a normal working person, they are comfortable with whatever they are making. If they are making 1,000 ringgit and they can manage with 1,000 ringgit, they are comfortable doing that. Now, kick them out of their comfort zone. One is by giving all these facts. 200,000 people have not been, graduate holders are not working. Petrol price will keep on hiking. These are facts and figures. They're like, whoa. You bought your first house? Yes. Do you really think one house is good enough for you? Can you buy a second house? Yeah, I have seen this house is about 500,000 ringgit. Probably I'm looking into buying it. Do you know that 2 years from now that 500,000 house is no more 500,000 house? Do you know that? Yeah. Facts and figure. Keeping them hard with that. Right? Recently there's an article came out. Guys, all these are closing points. 12,000 ringgit is not enough to survive in Malaysia. Have you seen the article?
Yeah.
Guys, I texted in my WhatsApp group. If you're not in my WhatsApp group, please get it. That is a closing point. Who says that? Somebody was making 12,000 ringgit, right? Who says that? Who verifies that? Star newspaper, right? Is it Star or Insider? Something, some newspaper. They are verifying it. You are not verifying it. Use that. Hey, si 12,000 pun tak cukup. You punya gaji berapa? 8,000. Cukup tak? Tak cukup. Do you need a second source of income? Yes, you do. Do you need a plan B? Yes, you do. So kick them out of their comfort zone. What if? Always go with what if it works. What if suddenly Intel closed down? Intel will never close down. 1997, a lot of companies closed down. 1998, a lot of people lost their jobs. What if you become one of them? Have you thought about it? 5 years down the road, do you have a backup plan? No. Can 1,420 be a backup plan for you? Can it be an investment? Yes. I know somebody who signed up last year, don't want to build a business, very busy, just signed up, now having 800 people below, and now only want to start building the business. Good move? Definitely a good move. You wouldn't know when you need this business. You can start today. True? Closing points. kick them out of the comfort zone. Are you giving the best? Okay, now facts and figures done. Come to emotional reasons. Do you feel Malaysian people are very caring towards their loved ones?
Yes.
Yeah, guys, I've seen somebody. No, I don't care about my parents. Okay, I don't care about my siblings. Okay. Very sad. You really don't care? No, I don't care. They have their own car, they have their own life, and done. I'm going to take care only of my life. Out of 1,000, I only seen one. The rest are, I will do anything for my parents. I'll do anything for my kids. I'll do anything for my life, for my wife. Right? Now, what happens is this: majority of people are building network marketing or sales line business. The push they have is because of their loved ones. Majority of them. Alright? Emotionally twist them. If you know the parents are struggling, how much more would you want your parents to struggle after this? Think about that. Husband, wife, do you think whatever time they're spending with your kids is good enough for you now? They're going to grow up one day, you cannot get this time back. Do you want to be like that? Another thing, how many of you do you think they are very happy with their working life? People, how many of them do you think of, out of 10, how many really love their job?
2%.
None.
1, 2, yeah, some people they have. Oh, I am a doctor, man, I love working. I am a librarian, I love working. And I am a teacher, I love working. Yes, it's good. But the rest of them don't like working, right?
Yes.
Now, emotional disturb them. But don't bully them, lah. See, you don't like your work, somehow you're going to work. Don't bully them. Guys, whatever I'm telling you, please understand, all these people have something called ego. Alright? Sometimes use that to your advantage. I'll talk about that later in a while. Put it in a very nice way. Make them feel disturbed. Alright? When they're really disturbed, when they really think this is something they need to do, they don't even have to ask their wife or their husband. Believe me. If you really make them understand this is important, this is good for your wife or your husband, why do you really need to ask them? If I'm asking you to sell drugs, probably you want to ask. You want to ask? Yes, definitely. Probably I'm going to do something bad, you have to ask. This is going to help you and your family, your husband, your wife. If you don't do it today, probably you're going to lose more people coming in the business. I don't know. Think about that. Okay? Sometimes the authority, Tahir used to say this, that person is not the powerhouse or something like that. That's Tahir's vocabulary. Yeah, decision maker. Alright? Probably what you do is, a lot of people say, get the decision maker to come. That's a good move to do. But if you really hit them hard, I asked some student, right? How did you get your iPhone 5? No, I get my dad to get it, right? Now, was it easy? No. He said, buy a normal phone. What do? You roll down on the floor, start crying, and don't eat for 2 days, and don't go to college. Did you do all that? Kind of. So you know what to do to get the iPhone 5, right? That is something that is half the price the moment you buy. And this is going to change all your life together. I think you can do something more than that. So they'll be like, okay, I'll get the cash tomorrow. I'll do that. Give them the idea this is good, this is important. And by the way, we are genuinely saying that. I never say go and steal your father's money. Just rob your grandmother. I don't understand. Correct? But I'm telling you that they can make this. Right? Now, finally, let me talk about ego, right? See, some people will decide to come in with a very egoistic idea of, they'll put a hand like that, and they'll sit like that, and like, you can never close me. Never, like never. You tell me what happened. You talk about China wall, I have like 10 of them. Right? Now, see, there I will take chance. When I know the situation is already there, this is my case, right? I will take chance. I will sit where, I've done this a few times, huh? No, this is not my cup of tea. Because they are not ready to listen, If they are ready to listen, I'll explain. They are not ready to listen. I was like, why? Again, I start with my why, and why? This and that, this and that, this and that. No, this is my cup of tea. Then I'll be like, exactly, you cannot do this. This is not for you. You're too weak to do this. Yeah, you just basically you don't have any skills and talents to build this business. You really cannot. I really think this is fantastic people, not people like you. Oh, you think I cannot do this? I can do it like this. Maybe you shouldn't do it. Maybe you don't want to do it. Maybe, yeah, please let's forget about this conversation. Nice meeting you, we are still friends. Okay, tell me what exactly I think you should think I should do about this. What's your point of view? I do that. That is the last bullet. It's like some bazooka, right? Because you know what worst thing can happen? Like, yeah, fine, I'm not interested. Just buzz up, man. Bye. They just walk off. That's the last bullet of mine, right? Sometimes it works. right? Reverse psychology. Do not try this at home if you have never tried it before, right? But this is the last sauce, right? Because sometimes I'm too ego. You know this kind of pen? If let's say I come to a shop, you're sitting in a coffee shop, I start selling you this. Will you buy from me? Even before you look at it, you'll say, no, I'm not interested. For this same pen, you will go to a mall park in the basement, go to Popular, take this pen, test it, and you stand in a long queue and pay a even higher price to buy this. Why? Because you're so egoistic that you cannot sell anything to me. I must buy myself. Alright? Now give them the power. Give them the power to buy. You don't convince them. That's how it goes. Alright, so pretty much I think if you do this in a very right way, of course, too much to absorb in one night, alright? Knowledge is power, alright? But applied knowledge is definitely more powerful. That is the exact power that you need. You need to apply this. Start applying this immediately, alright? Let me see if I missed out anything. No money, no time, age barrier. Some people like, I'm too young to do this, I'm too old to do this. Do we have young kids, 19 years old, building their business?
Yes.
Like, Bro Jonathan, how old are you?
19.
19? Yeah, we have somebody at 19 years building this. Look at the guy, that guy's 19. If he can do that, why not you? Alright? This is for youngsters, elderly people cannot. Oh, we have this guy who's 70 years old, doing pretty much good income. My upline, who doesn't know how to use computers, building quite a good income, right? Social barriers, I don't have friends. Ask them. That's my powerful question. Do you know 3 people who use the internet? Yes. You have Facebook account? Yes. How many friends do you have? 2 friends there? No, more than that. Now, are they your friends or your enemies? Because you don't add enemies in your Facebook friends, right? Yes, take out a handful. How many lists do you have? 100? All these are your enemies? People that you don't know, you just save their numbers in here? No, I know them. Pretty much I know them, but they're not my friends. That's good enough. You know them, but they're not your friends. Fantastic. Whatever I just said, put in a very nice manner, okay?
Thinesh himself.
Yeah, see, that's how I feel inside me, I cannot show that, right? I don't have friends. Okay, you really don't have friends? Let's take a handful. I cannot show that out, right? Okay, yeah, basically that's it. But after you telling all that, help them. See, a lot of people, they are afraid to make this decision. And they need some conviction, some sort of support saying that after all this, you can do this. And I'm beside you, I'm going to help you build this. Say it only if you're genuine. Alright? And then, can we get started? Can we get started? So what would be the final question they ask? Yeah, either you ask or they ask. So how do I sign up? Either cash or credit card? Fantastic. Either way, it works for me. Cash better, because there's ATM below. We can help you. ATM closes at 12. You can return the cash. Another thing I would do is, if let's say I have 4 or 5 people, I see them signing up. Sir, I think you're the only one in this room today is not signing up. Look at that, they are signing up. That guy is signing up. This guy is signing up. And see, when I do this, some people come and ask, Thinesh, can I have a product voucher? This is 1,420. Then I look at his face. Sure you don't want to sign up? See, give that idea. Whoa, see, some people don't like to lose, right? If you see here, somebody would stand in one corner of the road, something happened, he will start tearing. Everybody will make the entire road jam. Why? They want to know what they're doing, right? They want to know what they're doing, that's it. In Kerala, I get so frustrated over jam. Why? Because this is not even supposed to be a jam. Some guy would be changing his punctured tire. Everybody will start looking at the jam starts. So a lot of people are like, okay, everybody is joining. Okay, if I don't join, I'm dumb, man, I'm going to join. Create that excitement. See, all this, right, majority of it, it's not something I've written down. It's basically me. It's excitement. It's like, whoa, bro, let's get started. So all this comes from inside, right? And the final one, ask for the cash and get them signed up immediately. Okay, and I'm going to give you a few tips how you can double up your sales or increase your sales, right? Now the person decides to sign up at 1,420 or forget about it. They decide to sign up at 460 ringgit. How do you tell them to sign up as a 1,420 ringgit? Okay, I've seen a lot of people. Why I'm telling you this? Because I've seen a lot of people. Somebody sign up as 460. You know what? How they react? Ah, never mind lah. As long as you sign up, that is already good enough. Now sign up under there, very விஷயம் பரவாயில்லை. Later we can upgrade it. Alright, don't do that. Why? Because when he sign up as 460, you are losing or he's losing more. He's losing more. You only lose one time only. Why? Roller bonus, cycle bonus, everything you made more after that, right? He will lose. Can genuinely care for him. Of course, explain to him what is the comparison between both. That's where during the closing where you talk about the cycle bonus, where it's $50 and $25 different. It's when that where you talk $400 can roll up. It's that when you say that only 400 USD can have LMB3 bonus and stand down bonus. Do you know that? A lot of you don't. Then you'll be like, okay, tell them that this is so much you're going to lose. I want to show this scenario. I said 10 people joining. You're supposed to get 10 cycle bonus. No, 10 people joining in 10 roll up, right? And then you get 10 cycle bonus. Instead of 500 USD, you get how much? 250 USD. Ringgit Malaysia, instead of 1,600, 1,700, you only get 600-700 ringgit. Do you want to lose that money? Do you want to lose roll up money? Do you want to lose LMB 1, 2, 3 money? Yeah. Make sure you sign up as a professional package today itself. That's one. Now once they sign up already, once you already signed up, then you can tell them, can I give you a suggestion? Start with that. Right? Can I give you a suggestion? I suggest you that you sign up your wife, your son as their first 2 accounts. Why? Right? One account maximum can make how much? USD of cycle bonus. $50,000 a week, right? 1% from that? 500 USD. If you have 3 accounts, 500 USD times 3. I'm talking worst case scenario, 1%. 1,500 USD a week. Times by 4 a month. 6,000 USD. Ringgit Malaysia? 20,000. Would you want to make 6,000 ringgit or 18,000 ringgit in long term? Long term. Because these 2 positions you will never get after today. Am I right to say that? You might lose these positions. If you want to sign up tomorrow, day after tomorrow, you might not get these 2 positions. Think about that. Suggestion. Right? You already signed up. Fantastic. The 2 people that you're going to sign up, I'm quite sure you're going to sign up your loved ones. But you don't activate these both 2 accounts, right? You activate the first account. Along the way, you activate the other 2 lines, right? Like my father now, he has 1 leg, he has almost reaching 1 million points now. 1 million cycle bonus points. He has not signed up. He has not signed up anyone yet. Right? If I activated his income and start building, I'm telling you that's a lot of money there, man. But can I, after 2 years, now think that, oh, this business is good, now I'm going to sign up my dad in that position? I can't. Make sense? Then you get 3 sign-ups coming. Then you tell them, you know what, congratulations, you're already a qualified member. Now why is he going to tell outside after that? Yesterday only I signed up, my income is Ringgit Malaysia, almost 1,000 ringgit. I joined today, same day I make 1,000 ringgit. Do you think his friend don't want to sign up after that? People's problem is, I don't make any money. I join and don't make any money, right? This is 1,000 ringgit that you can use. Bro, it helps your LMB1 as well, right? Only do another 4 sign-ups and you become LMB1. LMB1 is a big huge money there. Right? In that way, just imagine instead of you getting 200 points of cycle bonus, you start getting, instead of 200 points for 1 sign up, you start getting how many there? 3 accounts come in? 600 points, 600 points, 600 points, 600 points. That's your income. Like every sign up, you get 2 cycle bonus. A lot of money? A lot of money? Yeah. Think about it. Maximum is how much they're going to invest? 4,000, 5,000 ringgit. Guys, we can get that money within a week or 2, right? First account, they already get back 1,000 ringgit. 4,000 invested, 1,000 take back. That's 3,000 investment only. You sign up another 4, you already get back investment done. You got to initiate this. You got to initiate this. Right? And the final thing that I want to say is, after the closing is, buy commitment. Do you know what is buy commitment? You're almost at the end already, guys. But I think we'll take some time also. Buying commitment. What is buying commitment? They signed up, fantastic, I'm going to do this and that and this and that and this and that. Then you talk about how seriously you're going to do this. They already signed up, They already signed up. That night itself, Once you get the cash in your hand, that night itself. Don't like, I'll see you day after tomorrow, 3 days later or next week. What is your commitment? How serious are you? Right? If you have our guideline of success start, which will be starting our Kickstart training coming soon, okay, don't worry about that. But the first thing you got to make them understand is, they need to go for X target, whatever target is. If they want to make 5,000, give them a plan. If they want to make 2,000, give them a plan. If they got no plan, the first thing they should be looking into doing is 6 direct signups, right? At least. Which will have them go for LMB1. And also get back the investment, even double than the investment. Think about that. And sit down and talk, get serious commitment. Bro, if you're going to do this, this is how you're going to do it. Don't like, okay, you'll tell me like, if you have 2 friends tomorrow, maybe you just give me a call, I'll drop by and show them the presentation. Oh, this weekend you're not free, never mind the next weekend you see how lah. No, you sit down like, okay bro, we got to do it this weekend. Like, no bro, this weekend, I already promised my mother-in-law I'm bringing her out, man. I can't come. Bro, seriously, you can bring your mother-in-law out the next week. Do me one favor, right? Give this priority like never before, 1 week for me, for this, for YOBSN. Let's get back investment and do whatever you want. Guys, I've seen people take 1 week off, leave, whatever you call that, and they build the business, get back the investment, they go back to work and the business starts growing. So the first 1 week or whatever commitment is something you need to get. Clear? Make sense? So don't like everybody, I see so many people, they get 1,004, they keep sign up, oh fantastic, this is your 2 links, go back, have a look at it, if you have any question, call me tomorrow, I already get 1,420, my income is 150 USD plus cycle bonus, wow, that's 200 USD. You're so excited over your income, you forget about your business tree itself. He's going to be the business, you know, and you're excited about, of course, it's fair for you to get excited for the sign up. I never say don't, right? But don't forget the important part. It's not a one-time deal you're looking for, right? So that's why sometimes presentation will finish around 9:30, 9:45 time. Stay back until 11, 11:30, it's okay. But make sure they become your powerhouse. They become your business builders. They don't become your one-time sign-up. I've seen so many people in this room have 6 sign-ups, 10 sign-ups, and after that they're going nowhere. And then they could decide to get another 10, 15 sign-ups. Because the first few people, you did not force a duplication into them. First few people, you did not force a system into them. That's it. Once you get that right, the business grow in a different way altogether. Okay? Clear? Alright? So, right. Was it too heavy today? Sure? Anyone find it too heavy? Stuff? No? Alright. We're going to adjourn in a while. Done, huh? Basically done, right? This is out of closing, right? So, yeah, majority of things are done. Bullets, mind opening, stats. Okay, any closing, actually, any Q&A, or anything you want to ask me on closings? How many of you at least do, okay, how many of you do what I've just said? How many of you all do whatever I've just told you? How many of you do this 100% for every closing? How many of you does this? Do whatever I just said? The whole thing. No, okay. How many of you do at least 80% of what I just said? 60%? 40%? 20%? The rest of you never put up your hand? This is the alien language for you today. Guys, I was shocked, right? When I say 80%, 70%, I expected a lot of you to put up your hand. Okay? Maybe it was my fault that I didn't bring this up to you. Now it's already there, right? We'll make full use of it. Probably, is it been recorded, right? I'm going to put it in YouTube, probably? Yes, okay. Once that's in YouTube, probably every time you're going to go for a boom, or you're going to go for a presentation, spend some time looking at this video. Alright? Pardon?
Refresh the mind.
Refresh, all the time refresh yourself, right? You're coming for a boom, you have 10 prospects coming, right? Maybe you don't have to watch the entire video. Probably you skip that little bit, probably refresh your mind. These are a few points, these are a few words that you're going to use, right? My idea is this Wednesday we're going to have a boom, like, we're going to have a boom like every Wednesdays and Sundays, right? I'm looking at least at 90% closing rate. You bring 10, you close 9. You don't bring 10 and close 1 and say like, wow, I'm so excited. It's not the 1 that I'm looking at, it's the 9 that I'm looking at, right? Why? You have a baldi, right? You have a pail, you put a lot of water, a lot of water, but you never see it's never full. Why? It's leaked. Alright? So don't try and put more and more and more and more water. Good that you put more water, but as long as you start closing the leakage, even you put little water inside also, the bulb will full or not. That's what's happening. We are bringing so many prospects and we're just letting them go. Okay? So work on those areas. And no Q&A session, no Q&As, questions on whatever I just said today. Okay, the last one I would like to emphasize is follow up. It's a whole new topic.
One question.
Yes.
If we are inviting people, this is for everybody.
Everybody.
Is it wise to ask them to go to the, let's say we are inviting them to come on Wednesday.
Okay.
Like today somebody spoke to them on say Sunday.
Okay.
Wise to tell them, check out the go YOBSN. Is it wise to give them?
This is perspective and point of view, right? My point of view is I personally won't do that. Why? I won't do it. Why? I won't do it. Why? Because if they go into it, if they don't find something exciting for themselves, probably they won't turn on Wednesday. Because they're like, that's it. Okay, they'll see Malaysians. I don't know only in Malaysia or what. They think that they look at one go. This one I know. This one nothing much they can do. You know that kind of taking things for granted stuff. Oh, that's it. Hey bro, no, I think I understand all this. If I'm interested, I'll give you a call. That's my point of view, right? But if I say like this, it defeats the purpose of GoYOBSN.com. Am I right to say that?
Yeah.
That GoYOBSN.com is meant for that, right? People are like, oh, what is this? And I want to come and have a look, right? So it depends on who you're going to give this to. And how are you selling that GoYOBSN? That is also sales. If I'm desperate, because if I know he's going to come on Wednesday, I can make him come on Wednesday, the deal is confirmed closed. But if I'm going to give that, there's a slight risk that I'm taking that he might not come. But if I know that he will never ever come forever for any of my business meetings, that's when I start giving him.
Can be a free member.
Yeah. End of the day, probably you look at that, maybe I'm interested, because that's my last bullet. Because end of the day, usually in Malaysia, the sale is done when you look at them and talk.
Physically.
Yes. In US, do you know that in US and European countries, even in Australia, physical meetings doesn't take place?
Yeah.
They don't do physical meetings like this at all. They are all online. People buy stuff online. People are like, oh, this is interesting. They swap credit cards. Not here. Here to give in front of you also they get scared. Right? So they are like that here. So he is more physical, which will slow the process. But you can use both. You know who to use that. You know this guy is like, well, if I know Mr. Amalan, okay, probably this guy, like, if you're giving him a website, he's going to go inside and thoroughly check everything he knows about it, I would give him. But if I know a guy who, like, you know, he don't even have a Facebook account, he will not even might understand what's happening here, I rather don't give him. But my worst case, I should. Let's say this guy lives in Sarawak. I cannot invite him for teeth day preview, right? That guy I'll give. Then check out with him, what's your opinion like? Worst case scenarios. That's how I do. Okay? So yeah, follow up, right? So the person already came, you cannot do immediate closing. What's your next step? They say, I'll think about it, give me 2 days and all of this stuff. After all this, he still did not sign up. What do? You make it a point to see him in the next 48 hours. 48 jam, magic number. Why 48 hours? Right? Because they come here, everything happens out of excitement. And excitement is something that can reduce. Right? In 2 days after you reduce, and the 13th, 14th, 15th day, it will totally go zero. You might lose it altogether. Okay? Clear? Right? So even if you say, no, I'm busy and this and that, fine way. That's why you use your closing. Bro, I really, Friday, I really cannot meet. Bro, don't you have lunch? Yeah, I do have lunch. Fantastic, I'll meet you for lunch. After work, jam and all that. Okay, bro. But you know it's worth, the deal is about to be closed, right? Bro, after your work, where are you working? This area, okay, let's meet up in Starbucks. Let's get things done there. Get the appointment there itself, and then boom itself. Don't say you want to call tomorrow. Why? Because the next day you call, it's not going to answer, right? Worst case scenario I'm talking about. If you already get this appointment, on that day, usually what I do is, half an hour, 1 hour, I will be like, okay bro, I'm already on my way. See you there. I don't call him. Or if I call him, he doesn't answer, I do this. Make him feel guilty, huh? he has to reply you anyway. It's like, okay, this guy's going to come all over the way. I might as well say the appointment is not on. Rather than we just call. See, one of the things you should not do in follow-up is, the guy says, tomorrow I'm signing up. You get too excited, start calling me from 8 in the morning until 12 at night, 100 to 200 calls. Every half an hour give him 3 calls. No, that is not a good follow-up altogether. Alright? Let's say today I call you 3 times in the afternoon. What makes me say that the 4th time I call you will pick up? You already decided not to answer my phone, right? So you really want to call him and make him answer out of
Obligation.
not obligation, out of annoyed and irritated. Oh, this guy, yes, sorry bro, just now I left my phone in the car and I just went back to my car after like 2 days now and I saw my phone. Yes, sorry bro, 2 days my phone I was out of the battery. I left it under my pillow or my bed. Okay, yeah, tell me. Some people think they're smart, they're like, call, never, hey, call from your phone. Answer, hey bro, it's me bro. Why didn't you answer my phone just now? I got you. You just get very excited. No. Alright, so do first call, second call, send him a text. Now I do this, right? First call, second call, no reply, I'll text, hey bro, what's up, are we meeting today or not? No reply the next day. Bro, is everything okay with you? I'm quite worried here, right? Because we were supposed to meet yesterday. It's okay for the meeting. Are you okay? Is things okay with you? I'm kind of worried for you.
Show concern.
It's like, okay. They're like, okay. Yeah, sorry bro, yesterday I was so busy. Ah, no problem bro, you take care of all the things. Can we meet tomorrow? See, the idea is to get him to respond, right? If you go like a salesman, you'll never get the sales done. Go like a person that you really care for these guys. And don't make it very, very fake like how I just told you. Right? Show some genuinity there. Because, see, every deal that we close, what we want to do is we want to make them a superhero, right? Go there with thought. Because some people, when I see here, some vocab of you using when you're closing a deal, hey bro, some of the Indian friends of mine, translation, right? We have got a Mansari day, you just come brainwash a little bit, done, deal done. So like now what, we go in a mission of brainwashing that guy and getting signed up? No! Now I have some of my top leaders like bro, how many prospect guys today you have? Bro, you have 5 koli varudhu. Translation, if I have 5 chickens coming, we just slaughter that. I'll be in front, I'll be with another prospect, somebody will be like, bro, a little bit more, just come in, and I'll be with another prospect, you know. Just brainwash him and get him to sign up. Yes, money. I'll be with another prospect. Okay, these guys are, okay, this is how they do things. Scary, huh? No. Go with the right intention, you can get the right guys into the business. Go with the intention, not because you're desperate. Go because you want to help those people. You go because you want to make a difference in that people's life. You want to touch their lives and make a difference. Go with that idea, you can help a lot of people. Okay? So that's how you do in and out every day. Now how to get better at it? Do it more often. Thinesh, how can you do this like this? Like so easy, I did 1,000 over closings. Probably yes. And that's why I'm good at this. Before the guy opened my mouth, bro, actually I know you don't have the cash, that's the issue, right? Like, okay, how you know? See, that's how good you get it. Okay? So that's done, follow-up is done, 48 hours, the same thing, get done, sit down and clarify all the doubts and they will join, right? And after that, buy the commitment and go for that. Okay? And my last message for today is, guys, the competition. There's Smartmedia competition running. Are you all aware about that? Yes. Please do be aware about that. Every sign up in a professional package, you get 1,000 points. That's money. Whether it's 30 ringgit or 40 ringgit, it's money. 10 sign-ups is 300-400 ringgit worth of points. Money. Go for it. That's one. Malaysian Smartmedia competition. 5-figure income earners will be recognized. And the last I know was a 5-figure income earner. Each and every one of them will be getting a banner like this. Alright? Which whole picture, half of it will be their picture with their favorite quote below, whatever quote is, you know. They can do a quote and all these banners on the 7th of September, only for the 30 days 5-figure income earner. Alright? It will be placed in, when the people are coming in, it will be placed along the way. Can you imagine your photo and your quote, your favorite quote is there and YOBSN Superstar? Can you like, okay, you bring in 10 prospects or 10 leaders, they're like, whoa, you're a celebrity, man. And I think you're going to have what, 10, 15 of them only? Can you imagine you become the top 10 celebrities of YOBSN, top 10 incumbents of YOBSN in Malaysia? Will that help you do more closings in future? Yes, it does. Now you have 20 days to fight for a 5-figure. Alright, I've already given you a strategy. 20 direct sign-ups, worst case scenario, don't depend on the team. Alright, with all these closings that I'm giving you, if you do it right, you only need maximum to meet 25 to 30 people. 20 sign-up is done. Trust me. Trust me. Our booms are very powerful now. Our systems are very powerful now. We have presentations running from Penang down to JB. Alright, you have any friends, any one of these places, send them. Alright, get the sign-up, come in and let's make it big. Never ever surrender until the last minute, guys. This business depends on how you're going to do it. The marketing plan is the same for everyone. It's how you're going to do it. It's how I'm going to do it. If I was sitting down in your place, whoa. If I have a guy, if I'm sitting down there and I have a guy like me standing in front and just say, do this, and that's it, I will do it. Go all out. Cut all your dating times in the next 20 days. Cut all your movie times in the next 20 days. Cut all your whatever, you know, non-relevant important times that you're spending, cut it off for the next 20 days and fight like crazy. You have 6, 7, 8 good hours in a day. No matter how you do things, you have a good 8 hours after even your work. You could be later tired. You could be, spending less time with your family. But is it worth it? Yes, it's worth it. What you need is one-time, lifetime to be recognized as a 5-figure income earner, and your entire ball game, how to build this business changes. The way people look at you, the way Smartmedia looks at you, the way I look at you, the way people look at you, everything changes. Everything changes just because you become a 5-figure income earner one-time lifetime. It makes a lot of difference, guys. And the next 7th of September is not going to come back in your life after that. Because I'm going to make this very straight and clear. If you are going to be sitting down in that hall that day, and if you are not going up on stage and getting an award, you will regret for the rest of your life. Which our team have regretted along the way in Oscar Awards. A lot of them like, oh, why didn't we go up there? Because we did not decide to go up there. That's it. Alright? So take it very seriously. Don't look at, can I do it? Like, if everybody can follow the system, what stops you building it? Alright? Okay, so that's my last message. I'm going to close this with any Q&A, last 1, 2 questions, that's it. No questions?
It's like, let's say husband and wife.
Okay.
Whose head we should?
Whose head do you shoot? Buy the bullets lah. When you buy the bullets, right? When you're collecting bullets, right? You along the way casually ask like, okay, so in your house, right? Let's say you want to buy a house. Your family, you want to buy a house, right? Who usually makes the decision? You. Make it fun, make it joke, right? If you're going to do something big, right? I bet you need to ask your husband, right? I bet you need to ask your husband, right? Yeah, kind of, but actually, I make the decision. Oh, I see. Okay, that's cool. But you got to ask it very nice way, lah. You just don't pop up like, do you do, if anything you need to do you need to ask your wife? Do you need to ask husband? That can sound very wrong. You understand what I'm saying? Alright? So, take that bullets. Along the way, you will pop up those questions. Who makes that decision in your family, in your house? If you think you're still confused, right? Might as well you meet both together. Might as well you meet both together. That's the best. Always invite, don't invite husband separately and the wife separately. Invite both together. If they have children, ask them for one day to put in a granny's house or some babysitter's house and make sure both are there. That's your duty. Okay? So that's done. Again? Anything else, guys? I really expect somebody to, ask some questions. Okay, can I ask like 1 or 2 people to come up here? Anyone? Just share what you learned today and how was today's session. Can I get any 1 or 2 leaders to do? Guys, we're all paid members, right? All of us are leaders, right? I just asked 1 or 2 of you to come up on stage. Just share a few words. How was today's session? What do you feel about it? How did it help you? How is it going to help you and your team build a business better today's session? So do I have to do it in English? Going once? Going twice? Hey guys, don't embarrass me lah. Don't laugh, faster, seriously guys. Can I have somebody come up and say a few things? you so much. Give Christy a round of applause. Thank you so much, Christy.
Okay, from what I heard just now, I think it's an eye-opener for lots of us. Why? Because a lot of us don't know how to do the closing part, include me as well. You know, after hearing what Thinesh said and also the video, I gathered a lot of good points. And I think that if you use this and you practice it and you refresh your memory through like what Amlan is going to put on YouTube, listen to it, and whatever you've got all those points there, then see the client. Then is when you will be ready to talk to them. Otherwise, just like me, I used to bring people here and I'll ask them a simple, stupid question like, so how is it? Okay. Okay lah, I'll let you know in 2 days or 3 days time. That's it lah, gone. One flew over the cuckoo's nest. That's it. So now, whatever Thinesh has shared, and he's told us, now this is the way to do it. This is what we need to do, A to Z. Probing, or rather asking questions first. Don't do the wrong things. And another one I want to share with you. Whenever you're talking to Malaysian, never ask them, when are you free? Never ask them, when are you free? They'll always say, oh, I'm busy, I'm this, I'm that. If you're going to set an appointment, today is Monday. You're going to set an appointment, say you're going to meet him on Friday. You want to ask him, when are you next free? Don't ask him that. Can I see you on Friday? Then say, Friday. You say like that, just tell him, okay, Friday, which is better? Friday morning or afternoon? You tell them the time. You tell them the day. That is when you get an appointment. Otherwise say, I'll call you. It will never happen. It will never happen. When the person just said, I'll call you, it will never happen. So you set the time, you set the date, and you set the hour. Can I see you on Friday after lunch? No, after lunch you cannot. Okay, Friday say 11. Then you already narrowed down already. Just like what Thinesh is telling as well, you know. Narrowing down. Like what, when the fish goes into the trap, it cannot reverse back. That is what we learned today. Leading them towards the closing. That's it. Otherwise, if we keep on having open questions, it'll be open and it'll just run away. That's it. Somebody out there will close them. If you don't do it, somebody else is going to do it. This is what I tell my downlines as well. Go out. I learned from my Sifu Amlan. He told me, this is a numbers game. It's a numbers game. You cannot catch. I was doing the wrong way. I stopped at 10 and I was telling myself, I'm going to find the right people who can actually do the business. But you cannot do that. You have to find. The more the better. From whatever you get, and from there 3% or 4% work is fantastic for you. You've set it. They are now going out from whatever Thinesh said. I'm just telling you a part of the business part as well. It's like a numbers game. Go out and get as many people as you can. Because you never know who's going to work and who's going to sleep. The person is going to sleep, let him sleep. Because you have shown an opportunity to him already. But be responsible. Be responsible. You've shown the opportunity, it's up to him whether or her, whether they want to move or don't want. I got so many people below me. Even today I spoke to some guys as well, below me. They are really hardcore sleepers. Not hardcore workers, hardcore sleepers. Don't want to wake up. I got this problem, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. So what Thinesh said just now is true. Set the priority. If you want to earn this much money, you must know what you want. Guide them and tell them. I never practiced that. Today I learned that. After signing them up, I even signed up my cousin, I think 4-5 weeks ago. And I actually didn't sit down with him and tell him, look, hey, how much time you can commit yourself, how many hours you can commit in a week. I didn't do that. So now I learned, I'm going to practice that. I told my cousin, okay, you free? No, I got to go back. My wife preparing dinner already. Okay, I'm late already. Okay, go back. From that day until now, I have not met my cousin. 4 weeks. Busy running here, running there. I'm busy working. I got to go back and sleep early. I got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. My work, I have to go in at 7. I have to finish at 8 in the night. So, at the end of the day, these people who join, they are just joining for joining. Then, we are looking for soldiers. We are looking for soldiers to work so that this network grows. If this network don't grow, we won't get that passive income. Neither would they. Our goal is to get the passive income. For us to run away from the active income, which we are slogging day and night. That's my sharing. I wanted to share with you.
Icing on the cake, right? Right? Fantastic. Thank you, Christy. Anyone else? Satu lagi. Can lah. One more. Just share what you have learned today. What do you think and how is this going to help? Anyone? Yes. Can we have your name, bro? Heman Kumar.
Hi guys, my name is Heman Kumar. So far, he taught a lot of knowledge. It feels like totally something new. Because usually when we meet prospect after everything done, usually what I tend to talk about is my working experience. What I went through at working experience, and this could happen to you also. So be prepared and take this opportunity. But this, my working experience and their working experience could be something different. I could not relate mine with them. That's why sometimes they look at me very awkward. It's like, what are you talking? So I'm like, I've been trying my best, okay, but whatever Mr. Thinesh has taught today is something new. Because, like Mr. Tahir said, you have to touch them. You have to touch their heart in whatever way. So this way could touch their heart, and you can bring them along in your journey with you too. That's all.
I'm opening it for one more if you want, or not, we just close it, right? Anyone want to say a few words? Going once? Going twice? Yes, can I have our top income earner, 5-figure, Mr. Aaron Rao?
Thank you very much, Nah. Okay guys, I think I just followed 30 to 40% whatever he told us today. And I think I managed to get 50 over sign up with them.
Direct sign-ups.
Direct sign-ups.
He deserves a round of applause.
I'm just wondering if I do 100%, maybe I can get 150 sign-ups. Guys, so everything that he taught today is very, very important to all of us. Okay, I learned a lot of things also, and let us just practice whatever that he told us today. That's all, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you everyone. So we wrap it up. Anyone want to say anything? Alright, with that, thank you for attending. Let's make it big. Tomorrow we have a preview in Klang. The day after we have a preview right here in TTDI. I'll be here for both of these previews. I'll be leaving to Malacca this weekend. We have a presentation in Malacca. And next week, wait, let me ask them. Are they having a preview this week? Not confirmed. Because the last time I discussed with our leader in Malacca was, last week was a small presentation, and this week a bigger presentation with me attending. That was the initial plan. Right? I think they were not sure about it. So let me inform you on that, right? Let me inform you. If you are going, it's going to be this weekend. It's supposed to be in MMU or King's Hotel, either one of these. You'll be getting info, I think, in the next 2 days, right? That's this weekend. Next week, I'll be going down to JB. We have a JB boom happening on the 22nd, right? All this has been updated to leaders. They will let you know more details. Coming Sunday on the 17th, we have a kickstart training happening right here, 5 to 9 p.m., which is totally free, right? On the 24th, the following Sunday, we have a Road to Success, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., so 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., a full day training of me, right? I'll be talking about the entire system, how this business has brought me 5,000 people to this network, right? So that's going to be in a signature hotel, Puchong, right? I'm just giving you these dates. double confirm with your upline leaders on your attendance, alright, and let's make this month a 5-figure income month for all of us. With that, I'll end my session. Thank you for coming. Good night. Take care.